All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, fellas.
Green 80! Green 80! Left right. Protein spill! No. Split!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 2nd down and 4, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go!
Here's McCoy. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And it's a first down and more for Gordon. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten Cup. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Rivers, and the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Room here to run. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
The Chargers take over. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Delta!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Los Angeles.
It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he gets this one down to the 24. 39 yards there, a big one.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Rivers on the money, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd and long for Rivers. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Yellow. 43. 43.
Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. But if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down again. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go! The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check it out. Yellow, yellow. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check. Hey, 43, 15.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
180, 390.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And, you know, in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check 43. Run 80.
To throw, Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check. Fresno. You go tight. You got easy. Check 37. Yellow. Crunch.
Mahomes going to throw. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. This for his running back, McCoy. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's checking.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gives this one to Hill. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
180.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Rivers now. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get him one closer.
Chargers 21. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But he's by himself. Keenan Allen, 30, 20, touchdown LA. Keenan Allen, 91 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mike, 53.
Rivers to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Push him back. Push him back. 6 guys. Move.
Now Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The intended receiver there, Allen. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for McCoy. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Even. 4 down. Even. Attack. 31's the mic. Let's go. Shift. Check 3. Hey, Ripley.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's back to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Check 390, 180. Coming this way. We got it.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off. The ball comes out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win?